Wonderful. How are you today? Anyone wants to say something? Vera, yeah.
Привет, с Днем Победы.
Oh yeah, it's a victory day today for, for Russians. It's a much more celebrated thing than the 8th of May, which is the Western V Day, isn't it?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, officially in Russia, 9th of May is the end of the Second World War.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there was supposed to be a big parade in Moscow, but it didn't happen. So, obviously. Okay. So we're going to jump straight in. A couple more people are joining. Right. Okay. So sit upright, the usual. Right. Okay. And move our shoulders. And it's a nice sunny day here today in Brighton, UK, and in London, I guess. I don't know about America. It's apparently windy and a bit cold, although sunny in New York today. That's what I know from my friend. Okay, stretch up if you feel comfortable with that. To the right from the waist. Oh, it's great to see you all doing that. That's fantastic. To the left from the waist. And back to center. And back here. All right. So let me just fix one thing. I can see that Mark Hansen cannot join for some reason. Maybe it's because we pressed join at the same time from two different places. I hope he can join us. But otherwise, we're ready to start. We are starting with just the tune all the way through together. Now, how many of you know the song? I know that Diana, you know it. I know that Jackie, you know it. Yeah, Vera, who else? Yeah, Monica, you know it. I don't think that. Oh, yeah, I think that the Brighton Russian Choir sang it, but I'm not sure that the London Russian Choir ever sang it. I don't remember. No, yeah, no. So that I think that was before the London Choir time. So that's more than 7 years ago. And there was a lovely performance where we had a 14 or 15-year-old boy in our choir who joined us when he was quite young. He was 13, and his voice was breaking as he was singing with us, and he sang a solo in this song. And the song is about a young life being lost to war. So it was quite touching. So let's look at our tune together. And today I prepared a two-part song. We can sing it in two parts. You know, for some of us, it's nice to sing in harmonies. Some of you are there with someone else, so you can do that. Now, this is the key in which we will be singing it, and let's go through the top of the melody. So when we split into two notes, we're looking at the top note together. It should be quite loose, not counted, not rhythmical, but we will go quite rhythmical for now, okay? I'll sing a phrase and we sing it again together. La 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 la. Let's go together. La 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 la. Next phrase. La 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 la. Together and one. La la la. Let's go from the very beginning and together. Da 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 da. Together. La da 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 dee da da da. And again, da 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 da. Yes, we're going to bring everything together. Yeah, all the way through from the top. I'm really not warmed up for this. Let's go softly on this. Okay, let's look at this. So we're looking at the top melody. Ta, okay, let's go all the way through. 1 and 2. La 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 beginning. How is that? Yeah, it has a feel of a distinct feel of Russian folklore and of Russian art song. It's somewhere in between, isn't it? Don't you think? I think it's a really good combination of these two. It's folky, but it's still quite, it's melodic, you know, beautiful. So let's look at the second melody, right? Now, if you're a low voice, that'd be perfect for you. Let's look at that. So when there is one note, we're just singing that one note together. When it splits, we go to the lower note. There is one place where it goes into a chord. It's an option for you. Most of you read music, so it should be easy. Let's go from the beginning, lower line. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, 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 yeah, and there is that high note, da, da, dee, da, da, dee. You can go to that at the very end somewhere for highs. Now let's bring these two together. I don't know how we do it. You have an option of singing a lower melody. The twins can sing both. You decide who does what after you've finished your dinner. And I don't know if Ruth, if the two of you are doing in two parts.
Yes.
Yes, great. Wonderful. Oh, I've lost you, so can you please mute yourself again? So I'm going to sing the lower part this time. If you want to sing the top one, sing it. If you want to sing the low one with me, do that. I'm playing the top one, singing the low one. Let's go. 2, 4. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. La, la, la. Okay, how is that? All right?
Yeah, good. Very lovely.
Yeah, very good, very good.
Yeah, I remember it.
Очень хорошо, хорошо.
Okay, хорошо. Phil, I heard you say хорошо for the first time. Right, okay, so let's look at our text. The text is quite poignant. It's beautiful, and to me, it's the best way to talk about, you know, people and war. I'm hearing someone. Let's make sure we're all muted. Can we see if Mark Hansen has joined? Mark Hansen, are you here? Mark Hansen? We've lost him. He's a London choir member. I may have accidentally checked him out. Oh God, what do we do? Let me invite him. I'm sorry, I need to invite him because, you know, he's a good member and it's not fair. Let me just see how I can invite. I don't know if I can do this. Email Mark Hansen. I don't know how to do this. Can anyone? Oh, I don't know how to do this. I'm sorry. Does anyone know how to re-invite someone? He will be cross. He will be cross. He is a regular here. Does anyone know how to text? Can someone text him? He's on our Facebook as well. Chuck, yeah, it's naughty. He wasn't naughty. I think it was an accident.
Polina,
Yes.
once somebody has been removed from a meeting, they can't come back in.
That's what I suspect. That's the case.
Can't.
How can
I tried it and you can't. They can't even get into the waiting room.
Right. And how?
The only way would be if you started a new meeting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I guess I'll just apologize to him.
Yeah.
I'll just apologize to him. I'm afraid to lose all of you. Can somebody please text him? And maybe he can come in with a different name or something. We know choir members, if you could do that. He is sent to Coventry. He is on our Facebook group, Mark Hansen, and we also, the Russian choir members might have his email address. It's a shame. I'm sorry. Oh, these things happen. I'm sorry. Right. Hope he will forgive us. I'll sing for him later. So let's look at our text. We won't sing the whole thing. There are quite a few verses, but we will sing maybe the first and one in the middle. Now, last time we had Phil reading the whole translation in English. Now, can we have someone else reading the whole translation of the song fast enough, but with enough kind of articulation to us, please, so we know what the song is about? Anyone quick? I see Michael Woods, and I saw someone Michael Woods. Oh, Ruth as well. Let's have Ruth, okay? Because Ruth hasn't done it before, and Michael, you've done it at least in the choir sessions. Okay, Ruth, go. Do you have it?
See it.
Oh, right. Okay, let me do this. Can you see it now?
Not for me will come the spring, not for me dawn overflow. There a maiden heart will throb with joy at feelings, not for me. Not for me the garden blooms, in the valley flowers the grove. There the nightingale greets the spring, he will not sing for me. Not for me flows the brooks, or murmur diamond streams. There a maid with raven brows is growing up, but not for me. Not for me will Easter come, the whole family gather round the table. Christ is risen on their lips. Easter day is not for me. Not for me do flowers bloom, unfurl the rose its fragrant hue. You pick the flower, it will fade. A life like that is not for me. But for me, a piece of lead, howling into my white flesh, and bitter tears will flow. That life, brother, waits for me.
Thank you. You get the idea, right? You get the idea. There were a couple of typos, yeah, but you get the idea. You know, the day of victory, but at these prices. Okay, I hope you don't mind me bringing a sad song from time to time. It's a Cossack song, and it was written about something else, and the history of that song is amazing. It was beginning of the 1800s. It was a genuine Cossack song. There was a poet who wrote a totally different poem about a tiny little river, not Don, not Dnieper, not any of these big rivers. It was his little homeland. And then that poem and that melody, they went different ways, and they became something else, and then they came back together in a folk song. It became a folk song the way we know it now. Right, let's read the first verse together. So I guess we can just do it ta 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 tra ta 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 2 3. Yeah, I'll lead you through it in the rhythm of the song. Let's go together. First verse, 2 and 3. Не для меня. Actually, sorry, let me show you this. It'll be easier, yeah? Let's go together. Не для меня придет весна. Не для меня Дон разольется. Там сердце девичье забьется с восторгом чувств не для меня. Repeat. Там сердце девичье забьется с восторгом чувств не для меня. It's quite tricky rhythmically. I hope you're coping with this. If not, stick to the melody. Now, не для меня, not for me. Придет, will come, весна, spring. Не для меня, again, not for me. Don is a big river in Ukraine. Разольется, well, you know, what do rivers do when they go big? Там is there. Сердце, we already know from other songs. Сердце is the heart. Девичье, young woman's heart. Забьется, will beat hard. С восторгом, with excitement. Чувств, of feelings, with feeling of excitement. Не для меня, not for me. I'm going to sing the top melody with text now. Follow me if you can. Let me just check that everyone is, at least who managed to join us, is here and following. Yeah, okay, good. So, top melody, slowly, 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 all the way with text. 1 and 2. Не для меня придет весна, не для меня Дон разольется, там сердце девичье забьется с восторгом чувств не для меня. Там сердце девичье забьется с восторгом чувств не для меня. Same thing again, one more time, whole verse. Не для меня придет весна, не для меня Дон разольется, там сердце девичье забьется с восторгом чувств не для меня. Там сердце девичье забьется с восторгом чувств не для меня. Okay, how do you feel?
Хорошо.
Anyone crying? Anyone crying?
A little bit. Just a little.
Therapeutic tears, okay? Things are happening. Hailstorm, right, okay. Hailstorm to the River Don. Let's look at one more verse, okay? At least one more verse. Let's not look at the last one about the bullet. Let's look at... Vera, you have a question about the Russian commemoration, anything happening in Russia today. Nobody asks me because I probably won't know. So let's look at the second verse, which is gardens blooming, and there are some nice words in the second verse. So we have to try and remember the rhythm of the song and read this in the rhythm of the song. Go with me slowly, second verse, 1 and 2. Не для меня цветут сады, в долине роща расцветает, там соловей весну встречает, он будет петь не для меня, and repeat. Там соловей весну встречает, он будет петь не для меня. So, не для меня, not for me. Цветут is to blossom, сады is gardens, orchards. В долине in a valley, роща, роща расцветает. Роща is actually growth like trees, but it says flowers in the grove, yeah? Right, so in the grove, flowers blossom. Там is there, соловей is a nightingale, соловей, beautiful word, соловей. Весну is also a beautiful word, spring. Встречает, greets, meets. I actually used to, still know someone called Весна, which is wonderful, a wonderful name, spring. So it's, там соловей весну встречает, there nightingale greets the spring. Он is he, it, the nightingale, he in this case, будет, will, петь, to sing, не для меня, not for me. So the nightingale will sing for me. As you know, in Russian, there is no it for a bird, it's a he. Let's try and sing it. Now, I'm not showing the music to you. Do you think we'll be okay without looking at the music? Yeah? Some people are nodding, some people are not certain, some people I can't see. We'll try. We will try. Okay. I'm also, again, sticking to the main tune because most of us expect to sing that. If you want to sing the lower tune, you can improvise. Second verse. Не для меня цветут сады, в долине роща расцветает, там соловей весну встречает, он будет петь не для меня. Там соловей весну встречает, он будет петь не для меня. Now, for those who find Russian difficult, we will just sing through the tune together. La 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 la, la Okay, how is that?
Yeah, good.
You can hear Ezra playing. Nice to hear Ezra playing. Right, now let's sing it as if we know the whole song. We will start with la la la, then we will sing the first verse, then we'll sing the second verse, and then we'll sing la 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 one more time. And imagine you're telling that story. Imagine you are, imagine somebody you connect with. My grandfather told me all these stories. Actually, it was quite difficult to get these war stories out of him. He didn't like to talk about it, but it was amazing for me how he stayed quite a devout communist, but communist, idealistic, naive communist. He believed in the good for everyone, and he didn't like Stalin. Although it was a heartbreaking thing for him to learn what, when things were open. And he was a KGB officer just because he was on the border, and he was so kind of honest, and he could not be bribed. He was very, very honest. And when he told me, I remember one instance when he told me about the war. He told me about his injury. His leg was all kind of out of shape because he was fighting, hands and with these, what do they call these, rifles, with a German soldier, and he was injured and he had to kill him. And I just remember one thing. I'll tell you one thing. When he said, and I turned to him and I killed him. And for me to hear that from my grandfather, whom, you know, who was like the light of my childhood, to say, and I killed him in a casual way was quite a big thing. Seriously, something turned in my head, because there was no death, we didn't talk about these things. We didn't talk about the war. So that's quite striking. He was only in his 20s, 22, 23 when the war started. So that was quite amazing. Okay. Oof, yes. La la la. And then first verse. Second verse.
Lovely.
Fantastic. Very good.
I'm having this whole feeling, are you? Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's the day, how we are, the world, feeling connected. Oh, Mark, you made it. What happened? Can you tell me? I was so worried about you not joining. What happened?
I don't know. I can't unmute. I've got no keyboard.
No, I'll unmute you, but I just thought we chucked you out by accident.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, sorry, but you made it.
Yeah.
Oh, what a relief. Great. Thank you. Wonderful. That's a relief. So I want to tell you a couple of words about our future, which is unknown. Our future is unknown. So we have, what's known is that tomorrow we will sing a Yiddish song. I don't know what kind of Yiddish song yet, and maybe something middle tempo, because we did an upbeat song and we did a slow song today, but the Yiddish song was upbeat. So people who come just for Yiddish sessions, they may want something not so upbeat again. I'll think of something. And the day after will be Sklumberg and the Shepherds. You know Lauren from a concert we did some time ago, or from our gigs together. You know Merlin, before he broke his arm, he played here with me on the show. And you know them individually by different gigs that we've done together. So we will try to combine New York and here, this living room here. I'm also trying to figure out how to put a live video on Facebook, that might be on Facebook as well. So I need to warn you that if you are watching us, your face might be kind of available to see on Facebook for some people, but it won't be big because we will be big on the screen. Just make sure that if you don't want to show yourself anywhere, hide yourself, okay, in the concert, not tomorrow. Anything else? I guess that's it. And we will have a little social meeting here on the, what's that, the 12th, right? The day after the concert, Tuesday, just to talk about these sessions, to figure out what to do next. I'm not sure that I will carry on in the same format as this, whether it's viable or whether we should change to every other day or a couple of days a week or something. Basically, I'm thinking I'll need to gather your opinion on that. And our situation here in Britain might change from Monday, so let's see, okay? Back to the song. Yeah, back to the song. Let's look at it. Let's do the same thing again. Maybe the humming of the will be in a different place. Let's see how we get on. Actually, let's start with the first verse. Не для меня придет весна. Не для меня Дон разольется, там сердце девичье забьется с восторгом чувств. Не для меня, там сердце девичье забьется с восторгом чувств. Для меня. Хам. Second verse. Не для меня цветут сады, в долине роща расцветает, там соловей весну встречает, он будет петь не для меня. Там соловей весну встречает, он будет петь не для меня.
Very good.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and see you again. Keep well. Maybe something happier tomorrow. Bye. Thank you.